A beautiful tropical beach in Hawaii during the afternoon, with three young women from different countries enjoying their time in the ocean. One American woman with long, blonde, wavy hair wearing a red, sporty bikini and sunglasses holds a surfboard and smiles. A Spanish woman with tan skin, brown, wavy hair, and a floral orange bikini is splashing water playfully. A Japanese woman with straight black hair tied back, wearing a pastel pink bikini, stands near the shore, smiling gently. The ocean is turquoise, the sand is white, and palm trees sway in the background under a sunny blue sky. On a remote Hawaiian beach, three young women, one American, one Spanish, and one Japanese, are enjoying a sunny afternoon by the ocean when they stumble upon a mysterious treasure chest that has washed ashore. They open it to find an old, weathered treasure map, along with a collection of strange, questionable objects that immediately cause them to blush and burst into laughter. The American girl, wearing a red, sporty bikini and sunglasses, holds up the map with a mix of surprise and curiosity. The Spanish girl, in a floral orange bikini, digs through the odd items trying to guess their purpose, while the Japanese girl, dressed in a pastel pink bikini, covers her mouth giggling, her cheeks flushed. The scene is framed by turquoise waters, white sand, and palm trees, swaying gently under the golden afternoon sun, adding a lighthearted, unexpected twist to what seemed like a classic treasure discovery.
A dramatic scene at sea. Three young women, one American, one Spanish, and one Japanese, are on a small wooden boat in the open ocean. Suddenly, thick, dark storm clouds form above them. Thunder cracks loudly in the sky, and flashes of lightning illuminate their frightened faces. Giant waves rise and crash violently against the sides of the boat, rocking it dangerously. The girls struggle to stay balanced. One grips the edge of the boat, another shields her face from the wind, and the third clutches the treasure map close to her chest. The storm intensifies, the wind howls, and chaos surrounds them as they fight to survive. A dramatic ocean storm scene. Three young women, one American, one Spanish, and one Japanese, are on a small wooden motorboat, rocking violently on rough waves. Suddenly, a giant sea monster bursts from the stormy ocean near them. The creature is twice their size, resembling a massive, glowing deep-sea eel with glistening scaled skin, glowing eyes, and terrifying razor-sharp teeth. Lightning illuminates a thrashing serpent. A girl clutches a map. The Spanish girl, wearing a floral orange bikini, grips the wheel tightly, trying to stabilize the boat. The Japanese girl, in a pastel pink bikini, stumbles backward in fear, her eyes wide. Rain pours down, thunder roars, and waves crash around them. The mood shifts from adventure to horror as the sea turns wild and the monster rises.
After finding an ancient treasure map on a Hawaiian beach, three young women, American, Spanish, and Japanese, rent a small boat to begin their journey toward a mysterious island shown on the map. The scene shows them on a colorful wooden motorboat gliding across the turquoise ocean under a bright, sunny sky. The American girl, wearing a red, sporty bikini and sunglasses, is standing at the front of the boat holding the map confidently, like a captain. The Spanish girl, in a floral orange bikini, is steering the boat with a big smile as the wind flows through her hair. The Japanese girl, dressed in a pastel pink bikini, sits at the side, looking ahead through binoculars at a distant, mist-covered island with lush jungle. Seagulls soar above, ocean spray sparkles in the sunlight, and the whole scene is filled with a sense of adventure and mystery. A dramatic escape unfolds in the middle of a violent ocean storm. Three young women, one American, one Spanish, and one Japanese, struggle to control a small, badly damaged boat while a massive sea monster with glowing eyes and razor-sharp teeth closes in behind them. Thunder roars across the sky, lightning flashes, and rain pours down like a waterfall. Towering waves slam into the boat, rocking it violently. Soaked, exhausted, and panicked, the girls fight to keep their balance amid the chaos of the raging sea. Just as the creature prepares to strike, a sudden splash echoes through the storm. A pod of dolphins bursts from the waves, charging fearlessly at the sea monster to protect the girls. The surprise attack buys them a precious moment. Seizing the chance, the girls paddle with broken oars, desperately steering their battered boat away from danger. Though weak and terrified, their will to survive burns bright as the dolphins continue battling the monster in the stormy waters. But the danger is far from over. A massive wave crashes into the boat, knocking the Japanese girl overboard. She flails in the churning sea, about to be swept away until the Spanish girl lunges forward, grabbing her friend's arm just in time. The two cling to each other, struggling to stay connected as the wind and waves roar around them. Meanwhile, the American girl grips the rudder tightly, teeth clenched against the wind, using every ounce of strength to steer the damaged vessel away from the monstrous threats behind. Amid the chaos, the three girls rely on each other, courageous, united, and unyielding, continuing to fight for their lives in the heart of the furious sea.
The three girls had fallen unconscious. When they finally awoke, they found themselves lying on a beach, soft golden sunlight filtering gently through the thick jungle canopy above. Their bodies lay motionless on the fine white sand of a strange tropical island. Cuts and bruises marked their skin. Their bikinis were torn and soaked, and their faces pale with exhaustion. And yet, despite the scratches, the shredded clothing, and the storm's wrath, their beauty remained untouched. There was a striking, raw allure in their vulnerability, in their strength, in their instinct to survive. As their eyes slowly opened, blinking against the shimmering light, silence and confusion wrapped around them like a heavy fog. In the distance, beyond the edge of the jungle, ancient ruins loomed, crumbling structures, veiled in morning mist, whispering of long-buried secrets. The only sounds were the gentle lapping of the waves on shore and the distant calls of tropical birds echoing through the still air. For a long moment, they remained still, too weak to speak, trying to piece together fragments of memory. Then, as their minds began to clear, the truth sank in. They had survived the storm, the monster, the chaos. But now they had drifted ashore on a place completely unknown, mysterious, untouched, and possibly filled with danger. Suddenly, a low rumble broke the silence, their stomachs growling in unison, sharp and hollow. A fierce thirst burned their throats. Their lips were cracked and dry from the sun and seawater. Every movement sent waves of pain through their limbs. Fatigue weighed heavily on them, but deep within, the primal urge to survive had begun to stir. They exchanged silent, dazed glances. No words were needed. Hunger, thirst, and the fear of the unknown bound them together. This island wasn't their destination, but now it was the only world they had. And if they wanted to live, they had to move. Find water, find food, find shelter, find answers. Because while the island had spared their lives, it was far from safe.